Yes, it's been almost a year since you've last heard of my beloved CLS, one of my most favorite hero cars of all time. There is a multitude of reasons, like the water damage and the chunks of gearbox that we found. But the big one is, this thing stinks. I love this car, it's a hero car of mine, but dang it, I got scanned by a salesman. It's black with tan interior. So the big smell that this thing is making is petrol. It stinks. It's always stunk. When you put a full tank in it, no matter where you park it, I mean, it just smells like a fire hazard at home, and it just stinks around here, like my drum room next door, like the whole building stinks. And since the petrol, it's pretty old because I don't drive this thing for the other smell, which I'm going to talk about. But yeah, it smells like stale fuel. But the final smell, I mean, it's always had a slight smell because of the water sadness, which I think is why, But also I spilled a full McDonald's cappuccino in the center console. Like the whole thing went in there and not a drop came out. And as soon as that happened, I just parked the car and I haven't driven it since. I smell it. It's in here still, but because of that water damage, I've always wanted to get in behind the interior, see what's busted, and actually give this thing the clean it deserves, because I don't think I've driven this thing more than 2 days at a time. First, we're going to figure out the petrol smell, because it's actually nauseating. One of the most annoying things about this car is up the back, it's got like a clacker noise, and we can't find it for nothing. But it's evident. It's like clacker, and as I get close to the fuel tank, I'm smelling it already. So it's a straight up fuel leak.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Fuel tank's leaking from up high somewhere. It's probably a pipe, but it's not somewhere where I can see it.
This is fun with people like, EVs are fire hazards. Look at this leaky fuel near the exhaust pipe.
It's been leaking on the pipe. That's why it's been so smelly.
It's leaking on the exhaust pipe. Looks like this bag's got a rip in it too.
Yeah, it's the dust cover.
Yeah, which means there's dust in it now.
Yeah.
The air suspension is still semi-functioning, and so that's like one of the unicorn things in this car, and everyone's just told me just to enjoy it while it lasts. Well, we're gonna pull the interior out anyway, so we've got to get the rear seats out to see if there's an access patch to get to the fuel tank, because it's leaking a lot. This is a really bad leak. This is a bad car. And there's more mold. Mold. Oh, the coffee did spill out. Nice. And mold. Wait, where's that little mouse poos? Oh no. This car's full of potting mix. No, it's not poos at all. I mean, fine. But it's potting mix. How? Why? Not a good coin. I never noticed that the back of the seats have knee grooves for the back passengers, because you're gonna need them because it's cramped back here. Wow, 2 access panels.
Yeah, that's normal.
2.
It's got 2 sides.
No leaks this side.
No, although, look at this. There is some staining here. Are these cracked?
Oh.
There's a little bit of fuel weepage there.
Hey, whoa, good find.
I don't know when I'm gonna get another one of these. There's our fuel leak.
Whoa. I thought it was a bit fuely. Jeez. Wow, that's really bad.
Yeah.
What's that from?
Probably the seal. The fuel filter is probably in one of these, so we'll probably do that at the same time. Here's a proper tool for this. I'm gonna try not having the proper tool. Oh, it's so full.
I told you. Oh, that's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Oh, good. There's a lot of fuel being taken out. It's like, well, what do you do with this orange-looking fuel? It's simple. You put it in the goober. Only the yellowest fuel for my goober. Yeah, make sure you get the last of it. Yeah, all the bits. You know, it's like fuel with the pulp. Nearly a full tank of yellow pulp fuel. It's been passively draining out, like just leaving the hose without the motor attached. And look, we got more dirty pulp fuel for the goober.
Oh, it's gone on my shoes again.
Oh, at least we're cleaning the bucket.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll give it a swish around in a minute. Clean out the bottom real good.
This actually has dead bugs in it. Yeah.
I hate myself. Oh, I think that went in.
Oh no. Oh, that went in all the way, didn't it?
This seems so rough.
Well, if the cap goes back in, I guess it's fine.
Oh, it's right there. I can get it.
Okay. This is turning into a fun nightmare because the seals are proving annoying to get so far. And until the seals go in, they're just cavernous holes of petrol to make the interior smell bad forever. Major discovery, it's stinking loose.
I wonder if it's got a seal in it.
Ah.
I wonder if it could just be tightened and then...
Search your fuel tank today for free treasures. We don't know what that is. Who put that in there? Well, it's a good idea to do the fuel filters while we're in this deep. I mean, it does work. There's no issues yet, but you know, don't want to be pecking in here again because fuel jobs are miserable. So we just had a ring with Mercedes about getting a new one of these. Surely a 10-cent, $10 plus part or whatever. No, you got to replace this whole idiot thing to the tune of like $600. Wondering why there's so much plastic waste in the world. We're like, you got to get another one, a whole of these. And James got in it. Like, you can, I mean, you did notice it was hard to open. You know, if we can't find another cartridge thing like this, we're reusing this filter. Stuff it. This is a miserable age we're in, where we're trying to kind of clean the fuel filter. But kind of. Oh, is that a color or what?
That is.
And this is the original filter, it turns out.
Yep.
So, hey, this will get another couple of years out of it. Something?
Oh, it's dark.
I like it. We're gonna catch the juice. We gotta see. It just takes one dodgy petrol station to have like soil getting into their underground tank. There are stories of that happening.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this black soup. Amazing. That's like 10 years. No, I mean, that's 20 years worth of gunk, but I swear it kept coming out. Like,
Yeah.
you're not meant to service these.
It didn't stop coming out.
No, but I mean, I'm guessing that, come on, it's like 10 years worth of filth. So there you go, we've got 10 years brought back. Nice. It's all coming out, but the hard part was thinking about how to clean it, because everyone's like, oh, use ozone, but then there's heaps of people saying, no, don't use ozone, because it activates the plastic, it makes it off gas, and you can permanently damage it and whatnot. So I'm gonna stick to what I know when it comes to mold, thanks to owning a Frank. She one time did a poo and hid it behind everything, and it actually almost grew mushrooms. So I know how good F10 vet spray is, and we're gonna hit it with steam as well. So F10 spray, super hot steam. I found the cappuccino, there it is. Floor vents, I've never seen it, but James's car has it apparently.
Yeah, not as pretty as those though.
No, floor vents. New horrifying problem. As the seat's being adjusted, the rear windows have been going down. And it's never done that, but now it is.
Oh, it did it again.
Oh, good. Yeah, it just did it again. All right, well, we're looking for water damage in here anyway. Any treasures?
Have a look.
Oh, is that a Goldie?
It is.
Oh, it's a Goldie. Get it. Get it. Get it. James, hurry up. Give it. Actually, no, it's gross. I want to touch it. James noticed the imprint in the carpet, but honestly, I think it's from the freshly spilled cappuccino. Right. Look at it all. We found it. Oh, it's gross down the side. Oh, no. James has just noticed the smells as he's digging in here. I'm like, mate, that's ground zero. That's where the capper went in. I'm really anxious what's underneath this console here, because like just seeing the drippage that's come out of it, and the fact that the smells are increasing with every screw turn. And it double sucks because it's like an air-conditioned area. So like the air vents are exposed to this. Ooh, I just got a whiff.
Yep, I'm in it. I think this switch panel has to come out.
The nightmare reveals itself. So many wires hidden underneath this smelly paneling. We get to finally see. James found the trailer brown.
Starts here.
Yeah.
Still going down into there, so that'll be interesting when the carpet comes out.
Here it is, a stripped out Merc. And apart from the smelly carpets, this is as much as James could get the dashboard out, which is fine. You can see all the way in, and thankfully James has had a look, and it's not too bad somehow. I guess maybe the dashboard seals up pretty good. You can see everything's got little like white specks on it. It's like from the amount of water and humidity, which isn't confidence inspiring. And yeah, the coffee got right down to the metal, which means all the foam and everything is contaminated with coffee stink, which isn't good. So it shows like even just cleaning the carpet was not gonna be enough. This bit of tape is uber moldy, but thankfully not a lot else. It's just little bits of mold, but for me, even a little bit is way too much. This is fun, because James said that most of the water damage, don't worry, is just the fuse box. Just where everything conjoins and meets up.
Look at the water marks on that. So this is the body control module. But yeah, both sides of this, you can just see all the water stains
Well, maybe you gotta pop it open and look for skid marks.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, this is the controller down around the seat, and thankfully it's mint and fine, and we don't know why the windows like adjust with the seats. So, oh well, this is fine. Thankfully, James already did the doors like on the insides. You know, back when I actually wanted to, drive this sinking car. And so these are already done, thankfully, actually having foam cut out of here to get the mold out. Well, we just get started. The thing I love about these bottles, you can get a real jet spray going. Yeah, pound that filth. This is the worst though. This is what's just gonna be, and we've got to do the foam underneath. It's got this weird foam structure to it. That's all contaminated as well because the coffee soaked all the way to the stinking metal. Really digging into the center console, ground zero of Mount Coffee, and it's bad. It's like, this is an amazing glove box because you can allow air conditioning to blow into it to like cool it, which means the foul coffee spill has access to all of it. And also, this is where you could get cup holders fitted, and I've got some, but it looks like you have to make cuts because it's meant for a later model. But I mean, this all happened because it doesn't have cup holders. This is the most useless center box ever. Look how tatty and crap it is. I'm actually up for cutting some notches in it and never having this happen again. Mercedes, a cup holder. Waking up the smells the more we go in.
I took this aircon flap out and it just hit me in the face.
It's bad.
Give that a sniff.
No. Actually fitted the like house tap with a hose connection. So now we got hot water through the Bunnings hose. We're gonna make the interior smell like a Bunnings hose. Look, we've got our coffee back. That looks like it's just been spilt.
Reconstituted coffee.
Yeah, Macca's style. This is the cup holder I bought ages ago, and you can see it's not gonna fit in, even though it's got all the right bolt holes and screw holes and things. But clearly it's for a different center console, but I want cup holders, so just cut into it. James got the mega turkey cutter. Seriously custom stuff going on here. Well, this is nice. Look how well that sits in there. That's great. All right, this is gonna have cup holders.
Yep, as to now. I'm a motor trimmer.
This isn't a motor. Whoa, mint. That's killer. That fixes this ever happening again.
You gotta lift it while you do it.
Oh, yeah. Nice spring. All right, we flipped over the rear carpet. This is the foam that matches with the floor of the car. And this is where all the coffee is. This is where all the mold is. This is really bad. This is, I don't know if we're gonna be able to fix this, or do we have to start cutting chunks of the foam out? So this is completely gone. Like, you just can't get this out of it. It's closed cell foam, so it's not very absorbent. So I hope it's just the top layer. And I figured we just cut off the top layer then. Looks like we're probably going to be removing all of the foam.
Yeah.
It's all garbage. This is so much worse than it seems. It's right down, I mean, it went through the carpet, so it makes sense that the actual backing of the carpet is impregnated with disgusting Macca's cappuccino. Like, this is me. I did this. This isn't me being scammed. I mean, it's part of it because the amount of mold and everything, but this is beyond bonus round. This is actually the final boss. Like, this floor is effed.
It smells really bad.
It's really bad. Check how orange the water is. It's from that little moldy square. I'm glad it's steaming off into my lungs. Well, the mold was one thing and the water damage another, but this was because of me. A wayward cappuccino. I mean, this won't happen again. Now, thanks to actually having a cup holder in this stupid $250,000 when brand new idiot. But we're gonna wait for this big slab of junk to dry out now because it's soaking wet because it needs to be. It's full of F10 and removed all the foam and whatnot. But that's it. So, like, you know, don't get Macca's cappuccinos.